Isabella wandered through the enchanted forest for what felt like hours, marveling at the beauty that surrounded her. She passed through groves of tall, ancient trees and meadows filled with wildflowers. She saw deer and rabbits and birds of every color, and she felt as though she was walking in a dream. As she walked, Isabella heard a soft, melodic voice calling out to her. She followed the voice until she came to a clearing where she saw a young man sitting under a tree. He was the most handsome man she had ever seen, with dark hair and piercing blue eyes. He was dressed in simple clothes, but he radiated a sense of power and authority. The young man introduced himself as Alexander, and he told Isabella that he was the ruler of the enchanted forest. He explained that he had been watching her for some time, and that he had been drawn to her beauty and her love of nature. He told her that he had brought her to the enchanted forest to be his queen, and that she would never have to leave. Isabella was overwhelmed by Alexander's words, and she was not sure what to do. She had always dreamed of finding true love, but she had never imagined that it would be in an enchanted forest. She decided to stay with Alexander and see where their love would take them. For the next few months, Isabella and Alexander spent their days exploring the enchanted forest and learning about each other. They had many adventures together, and Isabella found that she was happier than she had ever been. She felt as though she had found her true home, and she knew that she would never want to leave. As the days passed, Isabella and Alexander's love for each other grew stronger. They knew that they were meant to be together, and they decided to get married. They held a beautiful ceremony in the clearing where they had first met, and they exchanged vows under the branches of the magnificent tree. After the ceremony, Isabella and Alexander retired to their bedchamber. The room was decorated with wildflowers and candles, creating a warm and inviting atmosphere. They undressed each other slowly, their eyes locked in a deep gaze of longing and desire. They lay down on the bed, their bodies entwined, and they made love for the first time as husband and wife. As Isabella and Alexander lay in each other's arms, they felt a sense of peace and contentment wash over them. They were surrounded by the soft glow of the candles and the gentle whispers of the forest. The moon was shining through the window, casting a soft light over their bodies. Isabella's head was resting on Alexander's chest, and she could hear the steady beating of his heart. She felt safe and protected in his arms, and she knew that she would always be loved and cherished by him. She closed her eyes and let out a sigh of contentment. Alexander's arm was wrapped around Isabella, and he could feel her breath on his skin. He felt a sense of fulfillment and happiness that he had never known before. He knew that Isabella was his soulmate, and he was grateful for the love that they shared. He closed his eyes and let out a sigh of contentment. As the night wore on, Isabella and Alexander fell into a deep, peaceful sleep. They were surrounded by the sounds of the forest, and they felt as though they were in a dream. They slept soundly with the knowledge that they were loved and protected. The scene was serene, the forest outside was hushed, and the only noise was the soft sound of their breathing and the occasional hoot of an owl. The night was peaceful, and the only thing that mattered was their love and the peaceful sleep they shared. As the listener falls asleep, they can imagine themselves in the same place as Isabella and Alexander, surrounded by the beauty of nature and the warmth of love. They can feel the peacefulness and contentment of being loved and protected, and drift off into a deep and restful sleep.